guess it's just one of those nights. It's like you got a thorn in your guts, and the only way you can pull it out is to write. And what a funny thing it is, juggling words and chiseling lines to tell a story, to tell the truth. Sometimes just a rhyme. Well, I live in a house full of ghosts that just won't let me be. And you know I let them in myself, but now I can't get them to leave. And I'm haunted by love in my pillow. It still smells like her hair. Whenever I lay down to sleep, I dream the dreams that she's left in there. And you know, I ain't any of them, so I just stare a hole through the ceiling. And my thoughts have never been known to whisper. So it's all this screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming. And sometimes I smoke in the dark. Sometimes I get up and pace. Sometimes it feels like my heart is gonna blow the roof off this whole goddamn place. Well, there ain't no chorus in this one. Nah, it's ugly and it's wrong and there's no clear melody. So you won't be able to sing along. And there's no pretty little voice sounding like the angels singing low. Pushed through pretty little lips on a pretty little package wrapped up in a pretty little bow. And there's no managers or agents or style or glory or money. It's just heart to tongue, tongue to hand, blah, 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 and strumming. Sex, some horses, cars, pottery, vacations, their house, their sports, their pets, but it's all just something that makes something seem like something, keeps time rolling along. And my little something's writing down something and squeezing it into a song. And when you really knock it out and all the planets align, it's like pulling your sword out of the devil's back and saying no. No, not this time. No, not this time. No, not this time. No, not this time. No. Welcome to the show, everybody. The show with no name. I'm your humble host, Brock Zeman. Thank you for tuning in last week. Looking forward to this week's show. Got a bunch of requests. Had a bunch of very kind people get in touch with me. Thank you so much for that. What are we going to do here? What do we got? Oh, that song was for Tyler and Melissa, by the way. Tyler in Alberta and Melissa in Costa Rica. We're going to do this one here for Crystal. Is one that doesn't get requested all that often. It's off the Me Then You record. It's called The Someone For You. There's a payphone eating small change. There's a black sky spitting rain. I'm 20 miles south of sleeping, and I just wanna hear you breathing. Tell me, baby, can you hear me? Tell me, me, baby, can you hear me now? Well, she's curvy like a back road, easy to put up on a pedestal. Yeah, she's shiny like a piece of gold. Tell me, honey, where'd you hide your halo? And tell me, baby, can you hear me? Tell me, baby, can you hear me now? Said she don't mind missing someone. She says postcards make her smile. Said she loves long distance phone calls in the middle of the night. Says she loves just knowing someone's out there thinking about her too. And I say, well, baby, if I got the someone for you, can almost taste a lot of numb lips. She's scratching to the backside of my eyelids. I push her name off my tongue. Oh, and I pray it finds her eardrum. Tell me, baby, can you hear me? Tell me, baby, can you hear me now? Said she don't mind missing someone. She says postcards make her smile. Says she loves long distance phone calls in the middle of the night. Says she loves just knowing someone somewhere's thinking about her too. And I say, well, baby, if I got that someone for you. Once I hear her on the other end, I get a lump in my throat. Once I hear her say hello, tell me, baby, can you hear me? Tell me, baby, can you hear me now? Said she don't mind missing someone. She says postcards make her smile. Says she loves long distance phone calls in the middle of the night. Said she loves just knowing someone somewhere's thinking about her too. And I say, well, baby, if I got the someone for you. Right on, someone for you. Oldie, goodie, I like it. Thank you, Crystal. I'm gonna do this one here. All the songs are gonna kind of seem old to me because I haven't been doing a lot of playing, so we'll see how this goes. This goes out to Steve Williams, and it is a song about a band that got killed on the road that becomes a band of zombies. Do you hear me? Yeah. I don't know. So it's called the Greasy Skillet Boys. See, even gets worse as we go along here. This goes out to Stephen Williams. Stephen Williams is a very special person. He's given me a lot of help over the years. He's Blair's father-in-law, and He built my bass pedals case, done all sorts of stuff for us, fixed amps, fixed guitars. Thank you, Steve. Hopefully I can do this song justice, brother. Here we go. On stilts for the swamps and the muds. It's a little bar called the Bubbling Suck. Come down for a drink this Halloween. I'll show you something your eyes they ain't never seen. Halloween night 20 years ago, to come a band and a bus just to play a show. They called themselves the Greasy Skillet Boys. They didn't make the show, but they sure made some noise. Well, just near the bar around Jackknife Bend, the bus met a transport head to head. There was banjos and fiddles all over the road, but they never found the body, so the story goes. Very next year on the very same day, the Greasy Skillet Boys, they showed to play. Folks go wild for them around here. They play the Bubbling Suck every single year. They get up on stage, let her rip. All the people start dancing and shaking their hips. Nothing like a band of the living dead. Down dirty light, they be gone again. Yeah, they be gone again. A hard wind will start blowing come 12 o'clock. Then the bottle starts shaking in behind the bar. Cool gray fog will cover the floor. Then you know the Greasy Skillet Boys, they're ready to go. They come floating through the door with weeds in their hair. Spiders and slugs crawling everywhere. The bass start thumping, the banjo ring. There be crawdads hanging off the guitar strings. Yeah, they get up on stage, let her rip. All the people start dancing and shaking their hips. Nothing like a band of the living dead. Down dirty light, they be gone again. Yeah, they be gone again. Mostly just skin and bones, all the barroom ladies will wanna take them home. Between songs they'll be drinking Old Crow. You can hear it splashing off of their ribcage bones. Play all night if you can stand the smell. Come dawn's early light, they'll be back in here. Even shout for more, they're packing their gear, but you're gonna have to wait just another year. They get up on stage, let her rip. All the people start dancing and are shaking their hips. Nothing like a band of the living dead. Dawn's early light, they be gone again. They get up on stage, let her rip. All the people start dancing and are shaking their hips. Nothing like a band of the living dead. Dawn's early light, they be gone again. Yeah, they be gone again. Yeah, they be gone again. They be gone again. Oh God, I'm out of tune. I'm sure it's okay though. There you go, Steve. That wasn't too bad. Just to let you know, folks, I'm all out of guitar picks. If you could send me one, I'll show you this after. This is my guitar pick, and it is my old fishing license cut out with a pair of scissors. Works pretty good. The guitar store closed down, and I always forget. Send me a guitar pick. So this new record I got out, you can order it. All the details are down below. Send $25. I'll send you a copy and a download code. And should be out the end of Feb. And this is a song off of that. I'm sending it out to Alex. It's called Frank's Out of Prison. Alex is a great dude. I hope you're doing well, Alex. He hosted us many times at Irene's, one of my favorite places to play in this area. So let's go, Frank's Out of Prison, my God. Frank's out of prison. He's walking around like Lazarus risen. All of his sins have been forgiven. At least that's what they're selling at the grocery store. His mama's in the kitchen, screaming over that skillet sizzling, fussing over Frank's favorite fried chicken. At least that's what it smells like from here on the porch. Frank's out of prison. Is this thing on? Are you listening? I mean, I don't know what you want to do with that. That information, just thought I'd blow it your direction in case you wanted to know. Frank's out of prison, and the whole neighborhood is whispering. Where'd he get that scar? And why is he limping? Has he forgotten or forgiven? Is he living or calm? Did I fail to mention he's wearing his daddy's old Stetson? Always walk around like Clint Eastwood or something. From a Western, now you're gonna say something, or you're just gonna sit there and smoke. Frank's out of prison. And did you just hear something? Oh, I know, it's probably just the wind, or it's probably just nothing. But if you don't mind pulling them blinds while I lock this door. Frank's out of prison. Blink twice if you've been listening. Frank's out of prison, man, and that's all I know. So that's all I'm saying. Poor Frank. Everybody knows somebody like Frank, right? Hopefully not, I guess. I know a couple. Okay, we're gonna do this one. This will be off of a record someday down the road. It holds hometown significance to me. I've always heard the stories about Mr. Stomping Tom ripping through our town and being welcomed with open arms, especially at the Mississippi Hotel. And it's rumored that he stayed there for like a week or something and wrote Big Joe Muffero, which, come on, that's pretty sweet. So this is the night Stomping Tom played the Mississippi Hotel, and it is going out to Matt Jones. Well, there's a black-hatted man, he's walking into town. Got a guitar in his hand, look like he been all around. First fella that he met, he run up and flagged him down. Friend, can you point me towards a Mississippi hotel? Then he walked up to the bar and laid a thin dollar down. He said, well, if you be so kind, I'd like to buy this next round. Then he played on his guitar till the owner come around. No one in town knew his name, whole damn country knows it now. And it's heave-high, it's heave-high-ho. Whenever I drive by, you know I drive real slow, and you can still hear them boot heels clear as a bell from the night that Stomping Tom played the Mississippi Hotel. I seen this picture of your mama. Back then she was real pretty. She was serving drinks at night, and my Uncle Pete told me she threw a pint of 50 in his face, said he was getting all frisky. He cried, that woman's got more curves than the Mississippi. And the old timers tell me the whole damn county was buzzing. Everybody and their sister and their brother and their cousins, they were showing up in pickups by the baker's dozen just to see this little man stomping and a strumming. And it's heave-high, it's heave-high-ho. Whenever I drive by, you know I drive real slow, and you can still hear them boot heels clear as a bell from the night that Stomping Tom played the Mississippi Hotel. Yep. Now this little slice of history has just been so good to me, 'cause he was just as much nobody as I've ever been. And if it can happen for him, then it can happen for me. History is kind to those who believe in the words they sing. And I wonder what Tom would say if he could just see us now, fishing for votes from a distracted crowd. Well, he never shied away from saying just what he felt. And I want to be on that side of the table when my hand gets dealt. And it's heave-high, it's heave-high-oh. Whenever I drive by, drive real slow, and you can still hear them boot heels clear as a bell from the night that Stomping Tom played the Mississippi Hotel. That's right, Stomping Tom played the Mississippi Hotel. We call that a Blair Hogan chord, formerly known as a Beatles chord. I love it. Okay, what else we got here? We got a bunch of stuff. So last week I talked about a big exciting birthday party I was going to for a little lad, a little 7-year-old named Quincy. I went out there, and when it came time to eat the cake, lo and behold, they found the dog had gotten into the cake. And And there's a big discussion amongst the little, I think there was 4 or 5 kids. Sorry, just grabbing my pick, my sort of pick. 4 or 5 kids sitting at the kitchen table looking at a birthday cake with, dog bite marks out of it, and one of them pipes up, well, I only saw the dog eating cat poo down there, not the cake. I was dying in the back of the room. We should have recorded it, but we didn't. And so then the discussion turned to, amongst the little lads, well, did he eat the cat poo before he ate the cake? Which is probably so from the evidence we've gathered. That might be a problem. And then just the first kid says, I just want this little slice, this untouched slice. So he gets it. Second kid gets his, third kid, fourth kid, fifth kid. Then all of a sudden, they're all eating cake. They're going back for seconds. It wasn't an issue anymore, and they just sat down there eating this cake. It was the most country thing I'd ever seen. It was a great time. What else did we do? We went walking late at night through the woods. That was fun. Kids are great. I get along great with them. Because you can just be full of gibberish and they think it's funny. Adults don't give me that same courtesy. What do we got here? We got a couple more. Oh, this one. This one goes out to Amy in Espanola. I know we had the Espanola show last week, but apparently only people from Espanola request my tunes, which you can do yourself on this video, on any Facebook platform, whatever. Anything you gotta do, write it down, send it to me, and I'll play it the following week. I hope if I get enough, So I'm gonna send this out to her. This is Life is Good. It been? Good Lord, she can't remember. Seems like she's lived here all her life, and she knew everything was gonna be different after old man Charlie died. And when the kids butted in, well, she was thinking, and I didn't live this long to be treated like a child. Then they moved her in with her son and his fiancée, where life was good most of the time. Well, she used to paint pictures of horses before she went blind and after Charlie passed. Though she never rode a horse in her life for whatever reason, she never seemed to paint anything else. Yeah, there were hundreds of them, just everywhere, these horses. Man, I'll bet she'd trip over all the time. Maybe it was just her little way to trick herself into thinking life is good most of the time. This house off of that old lady after her kids decided she couldn't live on her own. And you know what amazes me? just how long she stayed out here. It gets awful lonesome, ain't no place to keep it warm. But you know I keep myself busy by writing all my little songs. But sometimes, good Lord, late at night, the walls start closing in, and it's so hard to think that life is good most of the time. Well, the other day, I found her old easel. It was out in the shed, and it made me kind of smile. 'Cause I remembered moving in and all of them old paintings. Lord, I thought she must have been out of her mind. But you know, I learned something from that old lady, that even if the Lord should strike you deaf, dumb, and blind, so long as you're riding horses in your dreams, then life is good most of the time. Life is good, and ain't it just? I don't even know anymore. What we got here? Oh, that was a rough one for me, by the way. I missed a lyric, and then I screwed up the guitar. Damn it. I plan to get better as I go along. Ooh, maybe, maybe not. Let's see what happens. The wheels might come off of this thing. Couple more here. This one goes out to Mr. Adam Dawson. Great guy from Lancaster, Ohio. Love him. And he put up a great quote. It's like of me saying something like, I have all these heartfelt songs, and this asshole only wants to hear a song about gambling or a band of zombies. And it's true. It's true. He'd set us up in Lancaster, Ohio at Paul's nightclub. And man, did we have some good times there. It didn't look good when we got there, but because they had a cardboard sign the first time I got there, I was like, uh-oh. But that was my first gig ever in the USA, and thank you so much, Adam. You got in touch with me, too. You don't know what that means to an artist when they're, starting out. You want me to play for you? That would be great. Because often it's the opposite. So we're going to throw him this one. He wanted to hear Push Them Stones, also off the Me Then You record. Trying to blow on through the front door. The rain sound like God driving nails, sitting in a smoking by the candles. All the lights are out in town. No use in trying the TV. Guitar hasn't spoke to me in days. Only thing shaking round here are my hands in the trees outside my window pane. Hands on the clock, they're nailed on. Time won't die, it just grins and it laughs. Ain't nothing left You gotta push them stones through the hourglass. My ears are aching for some talking. My belly's growling for some heat. My arms are reaching for a woman. Oh, my legs are searching for Main Street. Guess I could call up Crazy Cindy. She choking as good loady load. With one hand she'll kill you lonely, and with the other she'll be digging around in your pocketbook. Hands on the clock, they're nailed on. Time won't die, it just grins and it lasts. Ain't nothing left to do for a poor boy. You gotta push them stones through the hourglass. You can go out every evening, have you a high time, big boy? But when your money well run dry, you be paying double for the night you should have spent at home. Hands on the clock, they're nailed on. Time won't die, it just grins and it lasts. Ain't nothing left to do for a poor boy. You gotta push them stones. You gotta push them stones. You gotta push them stones on through the hourglass. You gotta push them stones. You gotta push them stones. You gotta push them stones. There you go, Mr. Adam Dawson. Ooh. Hopefully I get to go back there and see you again. Hopefully Paul's nightclub is still open. I forget the lady's name, but she was so nice to us. So I'm gonna do one more here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Remember, like, share, and tell all your friends and all that. If you got something to give, please give it. I will take it. And if you want my new record, you know the details are in the comment section below. $25, I'll send it to you. It should be out before March. Notice how I said February to begin with, and then it was end of February, and now at the end of this video, I just said March. Why would I say March? I don't know. I've always had problems with things being on time. So anyways, thank you so much. Thank you. Remember, request your songs. I will listen to you. I won't get to them all in every episode, but I will address them as I go along. It's going to be fun. I love hearing from you. Ask me questions. Do whatever you want. I'm going to send this out to another favorite person, Rob Greenfield. Out in North Bay, nothing on the radio. Well, you can shoot me if it ain't so. There ain't nothing on the radio. Just the same old you heard before. So I tuned up my 6-string, wrote a couple songs to sing. May not sound too pretty, but I guess it's all I know. The radio man said they were pretty good, and I started knocking on wood. He said, I'd like to help you if I could, but you your sound ain't selling these days. And I'll bet if Hank were alive today, he couldn't make it on the airwaves. They'd say your sound is to yesterday, and this here is today. Well, these days your songs won't get heard unless you sing like a bird. And you look good in your brand new video. Well, it's a good thing Hank ain't alive today. He's probably rolling over in his grave to know there ain't nothing on the radio. Yeah, well, it's all too clear to me. I'd have to get plastic surgery, go to the gym 5 times a week and cut out my soul. And I'd have to wear designer clothes, of course, drive around in my new Porsche. Then it's just a matter of my voice before I'm on the radio. Oh, these days your songs won't get heard unless you sing like a bird. And you look good in your brand new video. Well, it's a good thing Hank ain't alive today. He's probably rolling over in his grave to know there ain't nothing on the radio. Now there ain't nothing on the radio. Thank you so much, everybody. We will see you next Wednesday. Cheers.